Prepare for trouble!
Make it double!
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse!
James!
Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now or prepare to fight!
Meow, that's right!
Hi everyone, welcome back to Omocha Reviews. This is Anne, and today we'll be reviewing Bandai's SH Figuarts Team Rocket figures. Bandai released these figures to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the very first Pokemon movie. This release features all three members of the iconic Team Rocket, Jessie, James, and Meowth. And as is the case for all SH Figuarts releases, all three figures are posable. And yep, you can definitely make Team Rocket blast off again. This set obviously comes with three figures. There's Jessie, James, and Meowth. All three figures come with an extra set of facial expressions to recreate their blasting off again pose. Jessie and James in particular have extra hands and one special gesture for both. James gets his rose while Jessie gets a pointed finger. Also, this set comes with one stand. As you can see, these figures are amazing, so let's take a closer look. So let's start with James. As you can see, he has a pretty clean paint job. There are ball joints in his shoulders, his elbows, and his wrists. Also for his hip and his torso. You can also bend him at the knee, at his ankles, and his toes. And of course, you can also move his head around by the neck. One special thing about the James figure in particular is that you can pop his hair off like so. And you do this in order to change his facial expression. Each face has a couple of pegs that you attach just like that. And the pegs for each face are different, so you can't actually interchange Jessie and James's faces. Let's put James back where he is and move on to Jessie, who I have a lot more to say about. Because while James is a very well-built figure, I can't really say the same for Jessie. Like James, Jessie has an incredible paint job. All the lines are clean and the colors are spot on. She can move the same way that he can. One thing that disturbs me a little about Jessie's figure is that one hip is bigger than the other. It looks a little lopsided. And probably my biggest pet peeve about this figure is the fact that her hair is not made from one mold. It's actually two pieces, and you can see a very distinct line between both of them, which kind of detracts from her iconic hairstyle. The one excellent touch they did give Jessie and not James is her more flexible clothing, which is made of a softer plastic. I also appreciate her special gesture. You pop off her hand just like that at the wrist, and then you insert the attachable hand to give her a very nice fierce look, if I do say so myself. James of course gets his iconic rose. Now for Meowth, well, Meowth is built a lot more simply, though his tail is very cleverly designed to help him stay upright. Like Jessie and James, Meowth has a detachable face which you can replace for a much more comedic one. You can move his arms up and down, but that's pretty much it in terms of articulation for Meowth. Posing all three figures, I'd say the most fun that you can have with this set is really just setting up the stand and using it to prop up any one of your Team Rocket characters into the Team Rocket blasting off again pose. Stand is pretty stable, so you don't have to worry about your figure falling down and getting damaged. And honestly, even with that risk, this pose is worth it. This is actually the way I keep them displayed in general. So despite the hiccups and despite Jessie not being able to stand on her own, I would say that these figures are definitely worth it for the sheer number of poses that you can put them in. Team Rocket is generally the main antagonist of the Pokemon series, but you really can't help but feel some joy and all that nostalgia when you look at these figures. So if you're a fan of the series, that alone makes it a worthwhile addition to your collection. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave us a like, and if you want to see more, please hit subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. This is Anne, and until next time, goodbye!
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again!